Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psynergic and today we're watching His Man episode 6. His Man season 2 episode 6. My bad. We don't want to get that confused. I'm excited to watch this. I'm not gonna do a big intro. Thanks for being patrons. You're amazing. I heart you. I know some people really didn't like the fact that I had to put it behind a paywall and all this other stuff, and I get that. I really did not want to do that. You know, when you start hearing that companies are going after certain channels, we're still pretty small, but still, you know, I just feel like I have to try and protect us the best way that we can, or that I can. It wasn't an easy decision, but it was one that I kind of had to just roll with, you know? I feel bad because I've always wanted, and it's still my goal. Like, I still want to make it as cheap as possible and as free as possible and do everything that I can. The more we grow in particular, the more pressure comes in to do things a certain way. It's just been weighing on me quite a bit. Let's get into this. I'm so sad.
다른 사람이 좋으니까 전화를 안 했겠죠. 다른 사람이 좋았으니까 전화를 하지 않았을 거라고 생각합니다.
예전부터 누구를 저울질하고 근데 그러고 있는 저를 보면서 기분이 좋지 않더라고요.
It's complicated. It's so complicated because on one hand, it's a tough choice and he has to make a decision. He can only make one for 30 seconds, right? On the other hand, the other guy is such a sweetheart and I love him, and you can just feel the hurt, and I hate that. I hate it. I hate it.
어제 매칭 됐었어. 근데 오늘은 서로 하지 않았어. 어제 형준이었어.
어제? 서로 한 거 아니야?
회사도 연락이 안 왔고 나도 연락을 안 했고.
데이트하고 우리가 서로 전화를 했다고.
다 누구야?
성우인 줄 알았어?
목소리가 난 너무 듣지 못한 목소리였거든?
헷갈리면서 진짜? 맞네.
그치, 그 사람이 없지 그러면.
좀 비슷하네.
성우님이 저한테 전화를 건 줄 알았는데 다른 분한테 건 거 같더라고요. 성우님이 아니라면 형준님이 저한테 전화를 건 거 같아요.
근데 나 진짜 는 예상을 못했어. 근데 나는 오늘 소통이 없는 거야. 같아 보이니까 뭔가 이 사람은 아니.
Is that a you thing or is it a him thing though?
매기들은 매기들이다. 진짜 매기들은 매기들이다.
어디 가?
매기.
형진이 형한테 내가 호감이 생겼지만은 좀
그래.
걸려.
형준님은 딱 첫인상이 호감이 가셨던 분이고
I get very confused by the names sometimes. I love them.
저 왔다 갔다 해요. 1% 차이도 없는 것 같아요.
I'm just saying, why not both?
오늘 너 데이트 누구랑 했지? 선우 형이랑 했구나.
우리 그림 그려주기 하는데
재밌었겠다.
다음에 왔지가.
조금 더 어렵다는 느낌이 들어요. 지금은 되게 다양한 사람들과 같이 있는 어쩌면 저랑 또 얘기를 많이 나눠서 저에 대한 궁금증이 조금 덜한 걸 수도 있고.
놀러 가야 돼요?
그럼 놀자.
Oh, what are we playing?
근데 하고 싶은 말이 있었어. 그냥 너가 뭔가 엑살살 맞아친 게 아침까지 그냥 힘들고 뭐 그럴 수 있지 했는데 저녁까지 약간 그런 너가 저녁에는 미울 정도로 나도 너랑 얘기 안 하려고 닭볶음탕을 진짜 열심히 먹었어.
오늘? 아니야, 이것까지 차마 내가 용기가 안 난다. 1차적으로 뭐 그런 상황이든 뭐든 까이 상황이야. 결론만 놓고 보면 먼저 온 거잖아요. 저 자고 있을 때. 형이 뭘 해달라 했대. 그냥 괜찮아요, 이뻐요 이러면서 갔잖아.
잘 자네? 다 일어났어요.
Oh, yeah, no, that feels cold. That feels cold.
나 머리 봐주면 안 돼? 아직 제품 안 발랐는데 이렇게 가면 후회할까? 괜찮아? 선생님 일어나기 기다렸어요. 나는 내가 내 머리 제일 잘 만지고 그냥 진짜 괜찮냐고 본 거였어. 이미 제품 바르기 직전까지 다 해놓은 상태라서 만져달라는 건 아니었어.
어쨌든 서로 모르는 수도 있잖아. 만약 나는 내 입장에서
It's communication, though.
뭔가 존중은 해요, 형 성격을. 근데 너무 싫어. 내가 본 거는 그냥 자상하고 그냥 뭔가 그냥 그런 사람의 이미지. 근데 오늘 또 진해서 이미지 자체가 모든 분들한테 좀 살갑고 자상하고 챙겨주시는 분이었는데 저는 약간 선우 씨랑 많은 대화를 하고 데이트를 시작한 게 아니기 때문에 약간 그런 오해 아닌 오해를 좀 했던 것 같아요.
This is so messy. It's so messy. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't dislike Seon Woo, okay? Just to be clear, I don't. Like, I don't feel like he's... One, we always have to, like I said many times before, we always have to be careful of the editing, right? editing is a thing, and it will shape the way you think about things. So we always have to keep that in mind. The editors, the production, they're all trying to tell a story, and it's not necessarily fully the one that we're seeing right in front of us. And we just saw that, right? Like, we didn't see the Seon Woo going to sit by his bed in the morning, etc., right? Like, they just now showed that to us. There's still so much room for pain in this situation, and I don't know what to say at this moment, because it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Let's just keep going.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
호감 가는 사람에게 주는 그런 호감의 표시로 형진님에겐 전화를, 문수님에겐 쿠키를. 이 친구는 나한테 이제 이렇게 표현을 하는 건가? 아니면은 나한테 뭔가 미안해서 주는 건가라는
Y'all are messy.
생각에는 전화가
Y'all are messy.
좀 많이 헷갈렸다고 해야 되나?
Tell him you're confused. Be open and honest with your communication. Now I want a cookie. Oh. Listen, I just don't think he's a morning person, if I'm being honest, because look at him. Whereas Seong Woo is like up and at 'em, completely awake when he wakes up. Change of behavior. Change of behavior. It's a beautiful thing. Nothing signals harder than a change of behavior. Lesson for us all. Dude, you gotta play harder to get. That's it. Oh, he's so cute. Ah! He fondles his head. He's so adorable. Good lord, his morning voice is. Whoa. Listen to that. Ugh.
내가 장난으로라도 형이 일찍 일어나야 데이트를 하지 않겠냐 깨워주는 모습을 보고 놀랬죠.
Why? Cause he's handsome when he wakes up? That's a booty shot. Y'all unplug the alarm. Dude, that is a loud alarm. How do you sleep through that? How does anyone sleep through it?
아니면 거예요?
Listen, y'all are not gonna work out, because neither of you are gonna wake up to an alarm. You're all gonna be late for everything. Period.
9시 반 됐나?
It's not gonna work.
선생님 저 머리 좀 해주시면 안 돼요? 그냥 자연스럽게.
살짝 이렇게 타서
These are the most civil gay men I've ever seen on a reality show. I should preface that. Adorable. That's adorable. I loved him already. Now I'm super in love with him. Where did everyone go? Nope.
그래서 어제 누구한테 전화했어요?
너랑 같은 사람한테 한 거 같은데? 아닌가?
Oh, it's messy. Oh, it's so messy.
어제 보니까 성우인가? 혹시 떴던데? 예스.
어디서?
그냥 젠가 할 때.
선생님 저 언제까지 이러고 있어야 돼요?
비주얼 오늘 1등인데요.
대답은 안 해준다.
No. It's so messy. It's so messy.
뭔지 알 것 같은데 나는?
Oh my god.
그래서 다 빠져주세요 좀.
Oh.
이런 거 진짜 싫어요.
Oh.
본인은 자기 거 건드는 거 싫어한다. 갑자기 준성님은 이빨을 드러내더라고요. 정신 차려보니 라이벌이 되어 있는 거.
형이 예상하는 게 맞다면 나는 딱히 변할 일은 없을 거예요. 그런 걸로 열받지 않아요.
아직 믿고 아니잖아.
이 못한 느낌의 대답이 나와서 이건 또 뭘까라는 생각을.
Oh, that means you guys are in competition, friend.
선생님 저 이거 그룹 언제 풀죠?
아니 형 빨리 옷 좀 갈아입고 해봐야 마무리 좀 할게.
알았어.
Ooh. Oh, that was one hell of a morning. Oh.
저를 삼각관계에 빠져들게 하는 사람을
It's not technically a love triangle yet, though. Just so we're aware.
합관계라고 생각하진 않고요. 그냥 계속 변하지 않고 곁에 있을 겁니다.
I respect the loyalty. We're getting into red flag territory a little bit now, though, okay? We're sprinkling in some red flags. Little red flag sprinkles. I guess I should explain, why is that red flag territory? I mean, it's becoming obsessive love, which is not healthy love either. Let's be clear. Aloof love is not exactly the most healthiest. It's not secure. It's more of that. It's more of the ambivalent kind of love, which isn't very helpful either. It's not necessarily as fulfilling to a secure person, which Seon Woo is starting to feel a little bit more like. He does have some aloofness in it seems, but you know, that's okay. And that's to say that, you know, love styles, ways in which we love each other, aren't necessarily good or bad. They just are. And that's one thing I think some people get wrong when we talk about this kind of stuff. It's not saying that it's just a matter of like trying to understand where your partner's mind is going or at whenever they're thinking about these kind of things. Now, love languages, I'm not going to talk about love languages because we're talking about attachment styles. Love languages is another pet peeve of mine, just because, and I have talked about them because I think that it's people can, some individuals, I think many individuals use that without knowing the history of it. And it's one of those like pseudo-psychological theories that are way more Freudian and thus a little bit archaic in certain regards. But there's a long history. The person who developed them is not a psychologist. They're a very religious person, and they're rooted in a lot of those love languages, and the theories are his theories. He's not a scientist. His theories are rooted in a lot of misogynistic and homophobic ideas, okay? So that's why I don't like using them, but I do occasionally just because it might be easier to communicate my thoughts. But right now we're talking about attachment styles, which is, again, it's a little bit older, but I would say for the most part a little bit better, which I've talked about a number of times before. So if you don't know those, check those out. Again, they're okay. I think they're useful in communicating different ways of understanding one another. So what we're really looking at right now is different ways of showing or forming attachments. I think that, you know, Seon Woo is probably a little bit more secure. He's also a little bit older, so that's not that surprising. Again, this is not something, we're talking about Bowlby, right? This is not something that we're gonna be, like, you don't exactly go into this kind of stuff in clinical psychology courses because it's a little more normal. Clinical psychology does more with severe cases. That is what we learn and deal with. So people who have like real diagnoses, more severe issues. This is more counseling, social work, clinical social work kind of deal. But anyways, so I would say he's more in this secure. I don't think he's fearful. He might be a little bit more in this avoidant or anxious, quite honestly. I don't really see the anxiety, so I would say it's more avoidant, but not avoidant. Whereas we have our other guy here, who they're kind of, who's in the middle of all of this, I guess. I would say he's more secure. I would say he's pretty secure. I would say he's pretty secure, and then in that way they're probably a decently matched. But when we're talking about our guy over here, he's very jealous. I think he's pretty anxious. And we saw a little bit of those fangs coming out, but for the most part, I would say he's probably like somewhere in this area, right? I would say Seong Woo's maybe here. Seong Ho is somewhere probably in this area, like closer to these. I wouldn't say he's fearful though. Definitely not fearful. Just somewhere in this region. Anyways, just my thoughts.
성우 헹궜어? 숟가락? 한번 헹궜어?
안 헹구고 그냥 먹었는데.
한 거죠. 형이 이거 그릭 요거트 픽한 거 아니야?
한번 그릭 요거트 너무 좋아하는데
아, 썽마 픽한 거야?
Always happy to hear your thoughts on that stuff as well. Attachment styles is again, you saw some of the dates on that. It's like 1969. It's pretty old ways of psychology and stuff. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. It just means that there's probably better things. Science moves, progresses beyond these things. And while it's important to recognize where things come from, including MBTI, it's important to recognize where things come from, but also understanding that science is continually evolving and moving, and especially with psychology, we are learning more every day from different studies. Things are constantly being published and we're learning every single day. So something like MBTI is fun, it's entertaining, and that's fine. But if you try to bring it into a scientific kind of framework, then I start having a bit of a problem with it. And that's my biggest issue with MBTI, I think. This is awkward. Everybody's feeling it.
식사 분위기 자체가 너무 숨 막히는 거예요. 그냥 저 혼자 느낀 걸 수도 있는데
긴장감이라고 해야 되나? 좀 무거워진 것 같은 느낌.
Ooh.
너무 맛있었어요. 사실 먹는 거에 진심이어서.
I love him. He's like, I don't know. Wait, but there was something going on?
엄청 잘 모르겠어요.
He was just enjoying his food. That's adorable. Oh, God. Ping! I want them to have a date. Not to satisfy something for me. I just want them to have a date so that they can figure this shit out, okay? Oh.
앉아봐. 아, 궁금한 게 있어가지고.
You didn't mean to call me.
선우
현우 형한테 전화한 게 맞아? 너 나한테 전화했어.
진짜?
어.
나 어제 형한테 전화했어?
그래서 너가 먼저 전화를 하러 갔잖아. 근데 나한테 전화가 온 거란 말이야.
아니 형이랑 나랑 전화하려는 소리 치는 거 아니야?
I was. Oh, sweetheart.
이제 목소리만 들어도 알겠죠?
지겹게 전화해서.
Yeah, sure. Just from the voice.
아 그래?
잘못 전화 온 거지. 그래서 나도 전화 받고 좀 당황.
아 나 미쳤나 봐.
오케이, 그럼 됐어.
아 나 왜 이러냐 진짜. 2층에서 뛰어내릴까 생각했어요. 2층.
No.
실수랬지?
Freudian slip?
멍청인가? 준성이 형의 좀 새로운 모습들을 많이 봐가지고 준성이 형이 좀 머릿속에 있었는데 아마 그것 때문에 헷갈렸던 것 같아.
Is it a happy mistake? Like, will it become?
왜 이렇게 멍청하냐?
He's not that into you. I'm sorry. It just, he's never really, like, I feel like he's never really been that interested. And sweetie, so what do you do now? Oh, hey, by the way,
잠깐만 얘기해도 돼요?
you just went down these stairs. Can we talk a minute and go back up?
제가 어제 원래 형한테 전화하려 했거든요.
왜?
전화 한 주까지 알았는데 근데 준성이 형한테 그 번호가 위에 있어가지고
준성.
실수 잘못 걸어가지고 일단 말은 해드려야 될 것 같아서 이거 말해주러 왔어.
용희님의 관심이 사라진다면 사실 슬플 것 같긴 했어요. 이것도 이기적일 수도 있겠지만 용희님은 아직까지도 저라고 말해주는 게 저는 너무 큰 응원 같아요.
Apparently he is. This man is so confusing. Wait, there's a date today?
내 거랑 진짜 똑같이 생겼다.
뭐가?
코트.
I do love a long, cute coat. I also, listen, my favorite jacket is a pea coat, black, with my scarves, and I love it. Makes me feel, I need a new one though.
뭐야?
미션.
오늘은 방을 변경하는 날입니다.
오늘은 방을
Ah,
단한 사람의 우체통에 마음을 담은 편지를 넣어주세요. 우체통은 전화 부스 옆에 있습니다.
oh God. We knew that was gonna happen. If you watched first season, then I was waiting. I didn't think it would be yet, but well, I guess it's halfway through or something, right? So.
매칭 안 된 사람들은 3인실 이런 거.
We knew it was gonna happen.
내가 성우랑 방을 쓰지 않고 성우가 다른 사람이랑 방을 썼을 때 다른 사람들한테 또 호감을 느끼면 어떡하지?
약간 믿음을 갖고 있긴 했었어요. 왜냐면은
커플스를 너무 잘해서
무슨 생각을 가지고 있는지 전혀
I hate how much I like him. Ugh.
저에게 방이란 에너지를 충전하고 정비를 하는 공간이기 때문에 바꾸고 싶지 않았고 좋아하는 사람이랑 더더욱 쓰고 싶지 않은 공간이다라고 말을 했기 때문에 아무런 부담이 없었어요.
Yeah, but that's not how everybody else is gonna look at it.
근데 방을 쓰고 싶은 사람이랑 연애 대상이랑 다른 거 아닌가?
그냥 바로 가면 되나? 한 명씩? 저 갔다 오겠습니다.
So I'm gonna write my letter first.
민성 씨 같은 경우에는 전날에 저한테 먼저 호감의 전화를 주셨고 방배정 때도 약간 가감하게 다가올 수도 있겠다.
overthinking? 생각을
아!
괜히 더하게 한 것 같아요.
He's such a
오히려 이
sweetheart.
찬스로 다른 사람, 친해질 수 있는 사람 그런 쪽으로 더 고민을.
He's such a sweetheart. Listen, I'm just saying. Chung-wook, hi. My name is Sean. I will gladly accept your letter in my mailbox. That sounded way dirtier than I intended. They're so cute. Spicy rice cakes. I want some.
너 아까 여기다 꼈나? 응. 손가락이 얇구나.
내가 손도 작고 손가락이 얇.
Listen, I'm always afraid that.
완전 작지.
Y'all, what you doing in there?
영화 뭐 좋아해?
영화? 코믹.
코믹? 나는 근데 공포도 장르가 그걸
I like him.
엑소시즘.
무슨 거 잘 봐?
This is awkward.
근데 못 봐.
그 편 있잖아.
This is awkward.
고민을 하고 생각을 하던 두 분이 제 방에 있었어가지고 그때 조금
Yeah.
노했다.
Good luck. Oh.
저는 1인실을 쓰고 싶어서 저는 저에게 쓰고 싶었는데
Ah.
어떡하지?
Why do they always do these in like winter? Isn't that when season 1 took place too? Like winter?
형은 물어봐도 되나?
The gays don't do well in winter.
고민을 좀 많이 했어요. 제 이기심에 편지를 좀 쓰는 것 같아서.
Wait a minute, now there's 3 cards there, so he went like way earlier than we were led to believe.
고민을 하다가 그냥 진짜 솔직한 제 마음을 쓰고 싶어서 뭐 꾸미지도 못했어요.
I hate how much I love him. Is he though? Because I'm pretty sure earlier there was just 1 card there.
중에 한 명을 고르는 것도 쉽지 않아. 편안한 사람을 골랐던 것 같아요. 호감 가는 사람보다는.
다 했잖아. 멍해.
생각이 좀 많아졌어. 형진이랑 얘기 많이 했어?
궁금한 게 좀 있었나?
형진이 형이 나 마음에 드는 사람 겹친다고 생각했나 봐.
겹치잖아.
뭐요?
화를 이렇게 낸다고?
뭐요? 겹치면 안 돼?
겹칠 수 있지.
It's just like, listen, the odds are in your favor that it's the same guy because there's at least half of the house that is going after Seon Woo, okay?
근데 많이 받으신 분이 언뜻언뜻 보이네요, 양쪽에.
Seong?
3장 받았습니다.
Good for him, Henny.
안도감도 있었고 기분이 좋더라고요.
도통이 있는 게 보여서 제 바람대로 선우님과 준성님이었으면 좋겠다.
Well, here Seon Woo already said that he wasn't necessarily gonna put it in somebody who he wanted, who he liked. So
우체통이 비어 있어도 놀라지 않았을 것 같은데 도통 타이밍이 안 맞는 융인님이 저에게 써주셨더라고요.
I wanted to be close to you from the beginning, so today's mission is simple for me. Hello, my roommate. My feelings are complicated now. Everything is not decided yet, but I felt good chatting with you yesterday. Even though I'm selfish and my final roommate may not be you, I hope we can share a room. Oh. Oh, it all hurts. It all hurts.
형한테 편지를 받아서 기분이 정말 너무 좋았습니다.
It all hurts. Everything hurts. Wait.
가 하나 있길래 그냥 좀 놀래긴 했죠.
Probably expected I would write to you, or you didn't. Thank you for calling me on the first day and saying that you wanted to be closer to me. If I live with you, I'll feel comfortable. We can talk a lot and it'll be fun. Let's create fun memories together. Aww, Min-seong.
전혀 생각지 못했던 분이 저한테 편지를 써서 그것도 꽤 길게 썼더라고요. 엄청 놀랬죠.
근데 양옆에 다 있는 거야. 영통 받았습니다. 좀 내 매력이 부족했나? 다른 사람들한테.
I think you're charming. You're just going after the wrong. I hate to say it, but you're going after the wrong man.
저는 선우님.
뭔가 경쟁 상대구나. 기분이 별로 좋지 않았어.
You're not actually competitors. You're not actually competitors.
민성 씨는 어제 저한테 이제 호감 표시를 했고 저도 어느 정도 민성 씨한테 호감을 느낀 상태였고 선우 씨한테도 약간 미련 아닌 미련?
Y'all are taking this choice a little too seriously. If you're asking my opinion, y'all are taking this a little too seriously. I'm sorry, but it's a little too early to room with the person you might want to be with. Just saying. In my opinion. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to hear you farting in the middle of the night or something, you know? I'm just saying. That's like one of those things that you know, like your relationship is moving into a new phase. When the farts start becoming funny or cute, changes a little bit.
제일 열받는 게 항상 웃고 있고 자기 감정을 표현 안 하려고 그러고 뭐든.
No, because he wanted a single, so it wouldn't have mattered. He doesn't want to room with you. He's happy because he has no interests. They don't share an interest in each other. That's why he's happy. At least not yet. Who knows, that might change.
기뻐하다가 지금 제가 기뻐하고 있어도 되는 상황인가? 라는 생각이 들었습니다.
He's like, oh, this is fucking messy. Oh my god, it's so fucking messy. It's so messy. I get where Seon Woo is coming from. I do. I think it's just gonna cause a lot of hurt feelings. I also agree that a lot of these guys are getting way too attached way too soon. Okay? That's what makes it so messy, though. That's what makes it messy, okay? It is what it is. It's messy, and that's just the way it is. I don't know what else to say about it, guys. There's so much going on right now. I don't know how to feel, what to look at. Like, here's the thing. At the end of the day, like, it's easy for us outside of all of this to have our opinions and thoughts and things. Because, well, first and foremost, we don't know how valid everything is because we're seeing edited versions. And things are cut, things are not shown on camera, things happen outside of the camera's range and all of these other things, right? And they're not showing us certain things, right? Like we saw that with the bed scene, we saw that with Seon Woo and this guy on the left. I can't remember his name. I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry. But we see that happening so much, and you know, it just reminds us, or should remind us, that we can't believe everything that we're seeing here. Not everything. This is messy. This is just so messy right at this moment, and I can't form a very good opinion about anything at this moment. One, just mainly just because it's just so convoluted. And everything. Listen, I think that there is an obsessive love coming out of this, and I don't think that that's necessarily healthy. That's a very strong emotion very quickly, and why? I don't know that necessarily that will lead to a good result or a happiness. I can't say whether that will or not. Because again, we're not seeing everything. They can only show so much in an hour's worth of time, and I'm having fun. I love this series. It's so much more, like, it's messy, but it's understandable messy. It's not people throwing bitch fits or being catty. We did see a little bit of fangs coming out, sure, but it wasn't as catty as we sometimes see gay men being portrayed in these situations, and that's why I don't watch them. That's why I don't watch a lot of the reality shows. It's just the way that things are. I just don't like watching those kind of series to begin with. I have enough drama and stuff going on in my life. I don't need to watch theirs. And this is like calm drama, right? And it's messy, it's convoluted, it's sometimes a little crazy, but it's still understandable. It's still a little bit more realistic, because most of the gay men that I know wouldn't act in those other ways, right? But that's also why American TV, and among others, will purposefully pick those individuals because they're going to cause the most drama. But it also doesn't feel good when we see that, because they're not. Yes, those people are part of the community and we need to accept that, but it doesn't represent all of us. And unfortunately, some people will see it as representing the community. I'm gonna digress, because I'm gonna get something to eat a little bit here. Maybe I'll just get some yogurt because now I want some. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching. I appreciate you. Take care, be safe out there, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, okay? Bye!